1, 2, 3, spin. Shoot, shoot. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy, episode 14. In this episode, we're going to be going back to the engine room. So let's head on over there right now. I'm recording this directly after episode 13, but I started out back at the beginning because, you know, file management. I want to make sure I have a backup just in case my audio file's corrupt or something like that. But if that happens, I'll just have to do post-commentary, which hasn't happened yet, thank God. But I'm scared that'll happen in Xenoblade. So, let's unlock these 2 new galaxies we haven't even touched. Yeah, sure, let's do Bonefin Galaxy. Let's start off with the boss. That's kind of non-traditional, right? Kingfin's Fearsome Waters. This is a really cool looking planet. I wish you could roam around on top of it and just, like, do whatever you wanted. But, like, look at the design of this planet. Why does it look so cool, but you never explore the exterior? That kind of makes me sad. Yeah, just go in the launch star and then you'll go inside the planet. But not on the exterior, the interior, the core, which is water? I don't know if that's how planets work, but whatever. So if you want to swim fast, just keep spinning. Honestly, that's the best help I can give you. But for this boss, make sure you collect air whenever you need it, and hit him with shells. He gets angry at that. And this music is a lot more energetic than I remember it. Oh, it's dynamic. That's cool. So you can tell where he is based off of where the music goes. There are a couple red shells scattered about, but I think you will need to use green shells at some point. There's probably one in that chest, but just hit him from below. You should be able to hit him, because that's when he's at his, like, that's when his target is the biggest, from below. Just hit his chin. Also, avoid the homing fish missiles. I don't know what they're called, but just keep spinning and you should be fine. He's gonna start shooting out more torpedo fish in a few moments. Make this turn and hit him. Oh, okay, he's done. I believe in that chest there was a life shroom, so if you wanted to use that, you could. This boss can be kind of difficult, as it is all underwater, and sometimes it's difficult to learn underwater controls in a game that doesn't really require them too much. But yeah, just collect this star. Yeah, you're done with this level. You're done with this very cool looking planet. I'd say it's probably one of the coolest looking planets in the game. But now that we're done with the water level that includes the boss, let's get on to the real water level. And no, you don't get your palindrome. Why would I give you a palindrome with my star bits? this NPC. He's gonna want to race us. So there is a glitch you can do on top of the water. You saw it there briefly for a moment. But back in like episode 5, episode 6, when I first started the kitchen and did Beach Bowl Galaxy, I said that there was a way to make Mario swim really fast in water. I did say that, and I do plan on showing it off, but he intends for us to go through these 8 rings underwater. It only works on the surface of the water. And 2, the speedy swimming on the surface requires me to break my wrist, so I'm not going to do that for this race. And also, it's a little bit finicky. So besides red shells having homing, which, yeah, they have homing, they can hit enemies in like Mario Kart. Red shells actually also make you swim a little bit faster than green shells, which is why I need to use the brake lights every so often. Because you don't actually want to hit Guppy. Or... Orca? What is he? I think he's an Orca, right? I don't know. Not bad for a landwalker. Well, I'm a fish of my word. The sea's all yours, buddy. So, remember back in the kitchen when I raced the Boo? This is the specific NPC I remember killing me after I won the race. Now, this is probably some just kind of weird figment of my imagination, maybe like some kind of dream I'm remembering in my subconscious that I don't know is a dream. But, let me tell you, I was kind of scared of talking to that Orca after I won the race, every time I played the game from so on. So, yeah. Let's do more Seaside Galaxy. Or Seaside? Did I say Seaside? I meant to say Sea Slide. Faster than a speeding penguin. I'm gonna love breaking my wrist. Yay. Because I do want to show off this trick, whether I break my wrist or not. This is one of the few speedrun tricks that I didn't know right off the bat and actually learned from watching a speedrun. There's also one other speedrun tech I always intend to show off, but forget to in my videos. It's very small, very minor, but it's a thing that exists, and so, if you do this correctly, if you keep spinning on the surface of the water, you can just gain a whole ton of speed. I don't think it works in this part of the level because it's at a slope. Yeah. And also, it's very finicky whether it decides to work or not. But, when it does, it's really cool. You're basically turned into a torpedo. Yeah, let's go under this part. No, I intend to do this the whole race, and nothing's stopping me. So, yes, you can go really fast if you do that, and you're willing to, strain your wrist, I guess. But it's also a little bit finicky to trigger. So, it's an easy trick. It's just kind of like a 50% chance whether it works or not. I probably actually didn't go too much faster than the normal route. In fact, I might have went slower instead of just taking the red shell. But it's still cool. And honestly, that's like the only level you can legitimately use that tactic besides one other one. Oh, speak of the devil. We're at the second level where we can use that tactic. It's as if the game is reading my mind. So, you liked seeing me break my wrist? Want to see me do it again? Don't worry. My fingers are double jointed, even though that has nothing to do with my wrist. Huh. Wow, Mario just zoomed! And, no, yeah, this is a glitch that you can only do in Super Mario Galaxy 1. They patched this glitch in Mario Galaxy 2, so if you only have Mario Galaxy 2 and you want to try this, well, tough luck. This is one of the few glitches they patched out in that game. You can't do super swimming. Or whatever the speedrunners call it, I forgot. Sea Slide Galaxy is also probably one of my lesser favorite galaxies. I'm not complaining about it like I am with Dusty Dune, or not as much, because it has a few fun missions, or a few speedy ones anyway. They're painless, but there's just one really awful mission. It's not this one, don't worry. It's a Purple Coin Comet. Ooh, this level. A level where you can do a glitch involving the Bisou. Am I gonna do it? Probably not, but I always thought it would be kind of fun. Oh, right, collecting silver stars. Guess I'll do that. And, yeah. My computer just freaked out for a moment. Hopefully the audio capture card didn't pick that up. Also, I accidentally did super swimming there. I didn't even intend to. Okay. Wow, my computer's really acting up right now, and it's just blaring my ear with update sounds. Hey, do you want to customize your storage space? Yes, but please don't disturb me while I'm recording, computer. Why? Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Hopefully. I think I've turned down, nope. Maybe my computer volume is down? I hope so. If not, you're just gonna hear a couple loud sounds. I need 40. Okay, well, so long. Oh, before that, go into this cannon. There's a silver star up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just wanted to, yeah, I just wanted to do that, but I didn't expect the starship's gravity to be that big. So this level is kind of standard, kind of generic. Not really anything to write home about. It's just your standard, explore the ring. And I respond with, yes game, I'll explore the ring for you. You're my favorite game of all time. Of course there's nothing bad about you. And in case you're wondering, no, there's no silver stars on that part of the galaxy. Once you get 3 of them here, use Sling Star, and then go the other way. I think I was going to talk about something, but then I forgot after the computer blared me with its own update, like, update your storage space, whatever. Nothing's been really going on lately. It's really difficult to commentate when the only interesting thing going on in the world is, not something YouTube wants me to talk about. So, guess I'll talk about my Cyberpunk 2020, experience so far. You know, the tabletop game I mentioned. I don't know how many episodes back, like, probably like 6. So I'm a player in that campaign, and my friend, not the one that's going to be playing Xenoblade with me, but another one, is hosting that campaign. And Cyberpunk is really fun. It's very unique from D&D. D&D, you can metagame, you can metagame in D&D and just kind of go for stats and do what your character would be best suited for, rather than what your character wants to do. But in Cyberpunk, you get your stats, but that's it. You don't really level them up. And while you may be thinking, but that's a bad game design choice. And I do agree with you there on some semblance, some level. It basically enforces you to do more role-playing in Cyberpunk rather than, say, D&D does. In Cyberpunk, like, they actually have, like, a pretty neat character creation process for that game, where you can either roll for your backstory, or you can create your own, or you can do what I did, roll and then take those roles as suggestions as what to make your backstory rather than as fact for what your backstory is. My friend may be watching this video, one of my Cyberpunk friends. So I'm not going to be talking about my character in depth, but my character is a netrunner, and they're basically, you know, a super hacker that hacks into, like, corporations and leaks all their illegal trade information for her own pursuit of justice, because she has had a tragic Okay. I just said something I shouldn't have, in case one of my Cyberpunk friends is watching. But yeah, they have a tragic backstory. And because of that, they're trying to pursue their own sense of justice. Although my character doesn't trust anybody. Like, really. So, the friend that's hosting the Cyberpunk session, basically put together a plot that forces the characters to be together, even though in a normal, like, group dynamic, they would never hang around each other normally. one of my friends is playing a fixer, which is basically like part of a gang. But thing is, his street deal skill, his special fixer skill, is at level 10. 10 out of 10. You roll d10s in that game, not d20s. And that basically means that he's a crime boss. Which is really scary when your character has certain secrets about her. I said the pronoun again. I guess I'll just tell my friend not to watch this episode. But yeah, my character is a girl. Yes, that's the whole thing that I've been trying to keep secret, because my character doesn't want anybody else to know that she's a girl. Because, well, let's just say that she doesn't trust anybody with the information that she's a girl. So what she does, she wears a mask when she goes outside. And no, not that kind of mask, more like a Japanese, like, kind of traditional mask. And, she also wears, like, large, baggy clothes, or, like, some kind of, like, uniform that will cover up her body figure. Like, I don't know, a trench coat. That was what my friend suggested. I was thinking, like, maybe really baggy, like, jeans, or, like, shirts, or whatever. But then again, trench coat also works fine. I mean, she's already suspicious with the mask covering up her face. Cut her hair short to shoulder length so that, you know, it's just a guy that has really long hair. Not a girl. Definitely not a girl. And yeah, I can't wait to see how my character develops. Or, look. This is the most fun I've had in a tabletop game like D&D, or, whoa, you can do triple jump SP Mario? Yeah, this is probably the most fun I've had in, like, a tabletop game, where, you have to roleplay. Because I've played D&D before, but for some reason there's always some kind of curse that follows me around, where whenever I start a D&D session, the campaign just stops. It doesn't continue. I only do one session and then it's done. And it's not because I'm a bad D&D player. I mean, okay, granted, like, I don't have experience in D&D, but it's not like I'm annoying the DM. Or I hope not. If I am, they should just tell me. Then I'll stop playing in the way that annoys them. But yeah, every time I start a D&D campaign as a player, it just always never ends up happening. But Cyberpunk, tomorrow I'm actually going to do a second session. I'm recording this day of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition release, so yeah, Saturday. Honestly, it's really fun. Even though combat can be lethal, very lethal, you can die instantly, especially with my kind of character, where I don't have a good stat in Constitution. I'm just a very squishy, very intelligent hacker. But what I can do as a netrunner is, one, I have a whole, like, third of the game that's only really meant for netrunners. Because netrunners can explore the net, you know. Apparently other people can't, but netrunners, they can hack into databases, and, like, steal information, and, you know, do combat in the net, which is kind of like D&D, kind of like Fire Emblem, D&D, and Metal Gear put together on a grid. Like, for example, I did one combat session in the first, one combat scenario in the first session, And my character couldn't really do anything helpful, because, you know, they can't fight. They don't even have a weapon. So what I did was, well, netrunners have certain programs that can affect real-life objects. And depending on which programs you have, you can do different things. They basically count as like spells in D&D. You need to prep them with data chips and make sure that your computer has the memory to handle them. And if they don't, you have to switch out the data chips with different programs. And, yeah, you can basically do the spells. Or programs. And one of the programs I had was called Hotwire, which allowed me to hack into a car and drive it without having to go in it myself, because my character doesn't have a driving skill. They can't drive. Only 2 characters in the campaign can drive. But I can still hack into the car, and I put... Basically, we were in a fight in like a 5-star restaurant with like a Chinese gang that wanted to silence us, or just kill us, really. And yeah, what I did was I just took a car from outside the building, drove it in through the 5-star restaurant, crashed it through the window, crashed it through the doors, and the bar counter. And I saved my friend. Like, the rest of the gang members didn't fight anymore because they were running away from the car. So yeah, netrunners can do some really ridiculous things. Situational things, but really ridiculous things. And honestly, I'm really hyped to play more Cyberpunk. My friend has been doing a pretty good job of hosting it, and he doesn't have too much DMing experience, so it's kind of interesting. So he's been asking for like some help on like game balance and like suggestions. I'm also providing him with a jukebox to play during certain moments of, you know, certain combat scenarios or certain like moods that he's trying to portray. I thought I was only going to spend like 30 minutes last night getting songs for him, but I ended up spending about an hour getting 3 pages worth of songs on a Google Doc. And most of them are from video games, yes. None of them from this game, even though this game is cool. It doesn't really have a sci-fi attitude. But I do have songs from, say, like Kirby, Planet Robobot, Xenoblade Chronicles, specifically like mechanical rhythm and engage the enemy for like, you know, combat scenarios, either emotional or just intense. Yeah. Man, I can't believe I somehow talked about Cyberpunk for this whole entire mission. I was kind of worried about this mission for how slow it is. Don't die, Mario. I just... Wait. Oh, okay. I thought the bee mushroom was desynced from... Please, can I do super swimming? Yes. Yes! Torpedo Mario! Now you want to get on top of the pole, or flag here. This episode is a tiny bit longer than normal, but it makes sense. This mission is one of the few long missions in this game that's left. Let's ride this cloud because it's going to go up. And then fly over to this one. And there. We got the star. That was easy. But it did take 10 minutes of my time. You just need to be thorough. None of the purple coins are in the water. You just have to use Bee Mario to hover around. And Bee Mario is one of the slowest forms of transportation, so... yeah. And with that, we're done with this episode. Next episode, we're gonna be finishing up the last star in Sea Slide Galaxy. No, we're not going to Toy Time. And we're gonna be doing the Bowser mission here. So, see you later. Bye.